Objection! Hey guys, welcome to my Let's Play of Wright Ace Attorney. Now, I love this game. It's humorous, it makes you think in some ways you wouldn't think otherwise. So, let's start a new game. Also, here's the thing I'm going to be doing is when there's when you complete a turnabout, like I've already completed the first turnabout. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you, like, here's the next one I haven't completed yet, but if you complete an episode, you get a little item, get a nice little thing here. So during these parts and during the trial parts, I'm gonna be showing both screens, but if it's just talking, or the investigations parts, the rare ones, then I'm only going to show the top screen because that's where most of the stuff happens. So, let me just show you the whole picture real quick. Just give me a sec. There we go. If you think it's a spoiler, I'm sorry. I like to see it as just a little preview of what's to come, you know? So, let's start our first turnabout. That's a little soft. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Don't mind that. I'll make it look like he did it. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Whoa! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Come on. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy that arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Then I owe him one, which is why I took the case. declare his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Ed, welcome to the court. Honestly, I like the setup of this court. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Hold on a second. Sorry, thought I heard something. Yes, Your Honor. No. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Now, I'm going to be doing some save states, so I'm sorry, because I want to show off every option possible, you know, with these questions and whatnot. So, save state. I'm the defendant. The defendant is me, right? Right. Have you completely lost your mind? Focus! The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer. Eh? Oh yeah, right. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you? Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask one more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Maya Fey. The, defendant? That's, Maya Fey? Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. Oh, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? Right. Listen, the defendant's the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you get. My phone. I put my foot in it this time. I've got to relax. Okay. So now, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case file, case report, cover to cover, so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. So check the court record button to check it anytime, okay? So, here's the court record. Here's all of our evidence. So far we have the attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't wear this. That's quite sad to say. And Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. And if we hit the right button, we can go to profiles. But you can also click, since this is a DS game, you can click on it, do it. So, now we have profiles. Maya Fey, Chief Attorney at Fey & Company. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Then we have Larry Butts, the defendant in this case. A likable guy who was my friend in grade school. How about Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case? Lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. And here's our victim, Cindy Stone. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's see your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Maya Fey. Maya Fey? What? How can I be the victim? Oh, right, sorry. It was the first name that popped into my head, and the court record button. Remember to use it when you are in a pinch. Let me ask that one again. Let's hear your answer. Who's the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Oh, wasn't it Miss Block? Miss Cinder Block? The person in question was a victim of a murder, not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright. Oh, I love the writing in this game. Right? If you forgot something, just touch the court record button to help you remember. A mistake in court cost you the case. Yeah, that's basically why I'm doing save states. That's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what's the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. Oh right, wasn't she poisoned by her poison? You're asking me? Chief, help me out. Check the court record button. Remember? Jeez, give a guy a break. She was strangled. Right, she was strangled, wasn't she? Please tell me that was you talking to yourself. If you wish to hang yourself, Mr. Wright, you're welcome. No, I'm sorry, I've never actually gotten to all these things, so I'm laughing right now. I suppose there's nothing to do but give you another try. The real answer is hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Excuse me. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. And now we have the statue. Right. Let me go check on that. So, the statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Sorry. After this, the tutorials will be to a minimum. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Nice twitch there, Larry. Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, will you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she was completely abandoning you. She had completely abandoned you. It was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. And there we go. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts. What do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? I say wait and see what happens. I'd be better not to get involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, no way. That means she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused mom. Oh, okay. So I guess it doesn't matter, but I think it's better to stop. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's she-dog. And he goes through the same stuff that he said before. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, we have a witness that can prove he did go on the victim. He did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? I know. Let's let him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. I love that way he does it. He's just like thinking, boom. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts, do chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Person would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making this gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Syatt to the stand. I'm just going with Syatt, just to feel punny. Mr. Syatt, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. I'm gonna change his voice up because I didn't want to give away the that he did it, but I guess they sort of showed already, so whatever. Mr. Syatt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sonic used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. And there we go. No, Mr. Wright. Let's check out that blackout. So let's see. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Sounds legit. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? You did pass the bar, right? I laughed it off as but mine is a point. You did pass the bar, right, Phoenix? Your client's innocent. Wow. Your client's innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Yeah, that's how you lose. If your client's found guilty, it's a game over. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record, bud, and point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright, cross-examination time. Now, I won't be saying the dialogue again. Okay. Hold it! Now my mic doesn't work. Alright, so now I have to press in. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? Half open, you say? Yes. The door was half open, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd, in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. How did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Guess that wouldn't look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? You don't have to press him, you can just show your evidence, but sometimes you do have to press him, so I just want to show everything. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? The phone in our apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you say you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can't explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment. Alright. What time did you call again? "1 p.m. Are you certain?" "Yes, absolutely." He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Not yet. I need to get the whole story here. Are you absolutely 100% positive? Yes, it was him. No mistake about it. The witness says he's certain. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Examine the court record file. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to him. Alright, so no more bullshitting around. Need to go all the way to come on. He talks a lot. Jesus. It was 1 p.m. Well, according to this, she died somewhere between 4 and 5. So, like last time, you can do this and say, "Objection!" But my mic doesn't work. So, time to present. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one.